want to hear.
yeah,
I want
that
to hear.
was a
I want to hear the
tangent.
book talk.
This
No, that
one-
was a good tangent.
Yeah,
But like,
fucking wild.
This one's a little bit insane. I'll
Okay.
preface this. This is the last hockey book that I read.
okay.
Just and I read everything.
Okay.
So I'm gonna read you the summary of the book,
All right.
and then I'm gonna read you an excerpt from the actual book.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
I'm afraid.
Content warning. Please note there are discussions of alcohol abuse, depression, anti-gay biases, and past attempted suicide. This
Not the homophobic hockey
also uses the term queer to describe a character's sexuality per his self-description. The novel opens when Rachel Price learns that she has been granted a prestigious fellowship to practice medicine for a professional hockey team, the Jacksonville Rays. I can't even look at you when I read this. The news is exciting to Rachel, who has been in a personal and professional slump for several months, ever since she was initially rejected from her fellowship at the time she met and had sex with a stranger in a hotel in Seattle, then left him behind. They never exchanged names or contact information, and Rachel has been thinking about her mystery boy ever since. Now Rachel quickly moves to Jacksonville when she was pulled from the fellowship's waitlist. She has only days to move her new home. When she arrives, she is greeted by Caleb Sanford, the Rays' assistant equipment manager and her neighbor. Rachel feels an instinctual attraction to Caleb despite his grumpy attitude, and Caleb reciprocates her interest. The two become closer during a misadventure, which Caleb rescues a scantily clad Rachel from her balcony, but nonetheless, Rachel resolves to focus on her professional life. The next day, Rachel begins her new job and is excited to work for the Rays until she encounters defensive lineman Jack Compton, who is both Caleb's best friend and it turns out is Rachel's mystery boy. He too has too frequently thought of their night together and now wishes to pursue a relationship with her. Rachel keeps her distance from Jake's exciting professionalism but flirts incessantly. Initially, Rachel does not tell Jake about her attraction to Caleb, and it takes her a while before the burgeoning romantic attraction between Jake and Caleb becomes apparent as well. After several weeks of flirtation, the three dance and kiss at a nightclub, then decide to try a relationship. Due to their hectic schedules, they all agreed to move into Jake's house together in order to pursue their mutual relationship more fully.
What?
Well,
The three of them. You heard that correctly. The three of them.
All right.
While her relationship with Jake and Caleb develops, Rachel's professional life focuses on trying to schedule a physical for enigmatic goalie Elmary Mars Kinnunen, who has been avoiding her due to his groin injury that he is attempting to keep secret while he is scouted by the Finnish Olympic representatives. Elmari and Rachel privately experience a growing interest in attraction to one another, which culminates when Elmari seizes Rachel and kisses her. In difference to her other two partners, Rachel pulls away. She tells Jake and Caleb about the incident, disclosing that she would like to pursue her interest in Elmari, aka the goalie. I would also like to preface this that he's a bigger guy in the book,
Okay.
and they call him the Bear.
Okay.
Which, for those of you who don't know, what a bear is.
They approve, though they are concerned about how the taciturn goalie will affect their existing group dynamic. During a short road trip to Cincinnati to get scans of Elmari's groin injury without alerting the NHL or Finnish scouts, Rachel learns that her old mentor, Dr. Hala, is Elmari's birth father, who abandoned him years ago. Though Elmari initially believes that Rachel tricked him into seeing Hala, the incident ultimately brings Rachel and Elmari closer together, and they have sex after Rachel discloses her concurrent relationship with Jake and Caleb. Elmari, who does not have sexual interest in men, joins the relationship but initially seeks to keep his partnership with Rachel separate from her relationship with Jake and Caleb. The group ultimately decides that this distance does not work for them, and they all elect to live together as a group. Though Elmari still does not engage in a sexual relationship with either of the men. Meanwhile, Jake and Caleb grow increasingly close in a sexual manner, which leads to Jacob beginning to question his own sexuality. While the four decide they would like to they would like their relationship to be permanent. They worry about how to reveal to the world that they are in a polyamorous relationship without risking professional retribution. Retribution. Hello, can I read? After Rachel and Caleb wear Ilmari and Jake's jersey to a race game, rumors begin to circulate about their relationship. Soon thereafter, Jacob and Caleb are discovered kissing after they admit their romantic feelings for one another, and Rachel is discovered kissing Ilmari. They all reveal their relationship to the race management. They disclose this disclosure causes Rachel to be suspended from her position because she treated Ilmari as a patient, even after their romantic relationship began, which violates ethical rules for doctors. While Rachel visits her family to avoid dwelling on her suspension, Jake, Caleb, and Ilmari reveal their relationship to the world. They also hide their public announcement from Rachel by stealing her phone so nobody can contact her. They then bring her to a game that is filled with supportive fans who wear hockey jerseys bearing the name Price in honor of Jake Ilmari changing their last name as a public declaration that the four of them are a family. Due to an effusive outpouring support from current and past patients, Rachel is reinstated in her position. The novel ends with Ilmari winning a gold medal for Finland in hockey and the group deciding that they are ready to have children.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
That's the whole summary of the book.
Oh my god.
This is
There's so much to
I'm
unpack.
cursed with
yeah.
knowledge.
Let me read you the actual.
Oh.
Yeah.
That
This is gonna be a little
like,
intense because I'm basically gonna read you porn. Preface.
Okay.
Okay.
I need
This
a
is
first
worse
one.
than anything you read.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is child's play.
Jake.
Take a second. Take a deep breath.
I need some
I can't-
fucking water.
I can't look at you. Don't look at me. Jake grabs my hand. Come on. He leads me down behind him. The fingers of my other hands are intertwined with Caleb's. We slip past the bouncer and hit the dance floor. The bass of the music hammers through me, rattling my bones as the strobe lights go off and on. Blasts of pink, blue, and green blind me. The boys box me in, sticking tight to my front and back. As Jake leads the way across the floor, his size means I can hide myself close at his back and move through the crowd, keeping my head down. If anyone snaps a picture now, they'll just get the curtain of my dark hair. Jake pulls down a dark hallway that leads to the bathroom. Several women mill along the wall waiting to get inside. I turn my face away from them, stumbling in the dark in my heels. He grabs the handle. Hello? He grabs the handle of the door marked employees only and jerks it open, swinging the door inward to reveal a crowded storage room, stacked chairs, a shelf of cleaning supplies, and a case of beer and liquor piled in tipsy towers to the ceiling. In, he growls. I barely stepped in before I reached the shelf and turn around. Just as he closes the door, the effect is instant, dulling the music and to a muted roar rather than a full sensory assault. He leans against it, turning the lock with a click. Caleb stands between us, his dark eyes molten with hunger. What is this? Says Jake. I don't know. I admit, heart still racing from the thrill of being in their arms. God, these men just have to breathe in my general direction, and apparently that's enough to make me forget everything. Our positions, our signed contracts, my career aspirations, and their reputations. Someone could have snapped a picture of Jake and I dancing earlier. Sure, we can shrug that off. Poppy will spin it easy. Two colleagues cutting loose, having fun, celebrating a win. But the three of us, tongue fucking in a stairwell. Rachel, what do you want to have happen here? Jake presses. Do you want me? His words cut through the swirling torrent of my thoughts. Every part of me softens at the look in his eyes. Oh, my sweet mystery boy, always doubting himself. Jake, yes, I say, crossing over to him. I cup his face, tipping up on my toes to kiss him twice. I want you, I murmur against his lips. I want you. You know I do. He holds me by the elbows. Do you want him too? Don't you want him, but you want him too, don't you? He doesn't sound angry or hurt. He just needs to know. Oh God, is this possible? Have they done this before? Jake didn't strike me as the sharing type. Caleb is a wild card. I always always so difficult to read. He stands there in his all black, those dark eyes burning like coals as he waits for me to decide their fate. What we have is new and certainly much different from my connection with Jake. I turn in Jake's arms, leveling gaze at my best friend. This is the moment where the best approach is most direct. Heart in my throat, I part my lips and say those 4 little words. Do you want me? Caleb holds my gaze, not looking at his best friend. Yes. Jake, his hands brush down my sides and around my frame my hips. He tucks me in against him, leans down, kissing my shoulder, tells me, tell us what you want, baby. What happens next? My eyes are still on Caleb. He's watching us together, watching Jake's hands roam. His hunger is making me desperate. A glimmer of awareness prickles in the back of my mind. I want you both, I admit. I want you at the same time. You know, I'm clean, Jake says, his hand slipping inside the fabric of my halter top. He weighs it. He weighs it in his hands, kissing my neck and flicking my nipple until I'm marching against him.
Okay, compose. The clean comment just threw me off. I'm so sorry.
I'm still.
All right.
He pauses his hand on my tit and looks over my shoulder at his best friend. Kay, you clean? Caleb gives us a curt nod. You broken over there? Jake teases. Caleb shakes his head. No. Jake huffs. Well, I'm not leaving this room until she comes. So get over here and help me or get out. As if to prove his willingness to share, he tugs on the fabric of my halter top, stretching it wide enough to expose my bare tits to his best friend. I think I want to stop there.
I was
Because I can keep going, but it's just bad.
No, it's okay. It's totally fine. Yeah, no, we can stop there.
Yeah.
I get the gist of what's coming.
Yeah. Dude,
And
I
it is
read.
her.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god.
How does that happen?
Oh wait. Okay. Well, now I have to know.
Do you it's not my like preferred course of action here, but
I can
I'll
read
just-
it. I'll read it.
Okay, yeah, you can read that part.
you could read that part. It's like here. Right there.
Wait, do I want you to read it out loud? Do I want to hear a guy read this out loud to me? 'Cause
Oh my
reading it-
God! Wait, this is so great. This reflects on our other book talk. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
continues with, I've never been with a man with a pierced cock before. My pussy is already clenched in nervous excitement. Oh, clenching with nervous excitement. I drop my hands to his hip and shimmy his pants down a few inches, exposing his gorgeous dick. The piercings are angled perfectly. Jake shifts to my side. What are you? Oh, fuck, he gasps. His hands go into his mouth like a Southern Baptist church lady. Wow! When the fuck did you do that? How did you do that?
Oh my God.
You want to get into all that now, or do you just want to fuck our girl before the staff kicks us out of here? Well, both, Jake admits. I mean, does it help? I snort again. Help what? His balance? I doubt it. Jake rolls his eyes at me. I mean, like, his sex. Does it make the sex crazy good or something? I practically can see his competitiveness bubbling right beneath the surface. He doesn't want to be bested by Caleb with his pierced wonder cock. I think we can stop there.
Yeah,
Does
dude.
it say that verbatim?
It says wonder cock. Pierced wonder.
This is
We learned-
professional. This
we
is
learned a new
published,
word today.
and this is book 1
Okay.
in a series.
How many are in the series?
I believe 7.
No, I've seen like TikTok
Christ.
memes of like, like what my girlfriend's actually reading, and I've heard like
Yeah.
snippets.
This is.
But that's pretty crazy. Yeah. So do we digest?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's break that.
Let's
I
down a
think
little bit.
let's just break down the summary and
Yeah.
we can move on from there because the summary is so foul.
Yeah, because as a
Yeah.
let me ask you as someone who does play
How-
hockey.
How attracted are you to your teammate?
Hey, look
Okay.
at camera 2 over here. Well, you know.
How is there really in the hockey community? Like, is it very common to just, like to
Just
fuck your
bisexuality.
teammate? Yeah.
Oh, no. No, okay. So, all right, let me just start this off. I think, like comedically, I think hockey guys are probably the straightest gay people you'll ever meet in your life.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
I think it's like there's like, and this goes back to the other TikToks. I think as a society, so a majority are almost like overly confident with their sexuality.
Right.
So then you just put us in a locker room naked, and like we're not like looking at each other's dicks or anything, but like we're confident and we're comfortable.
Like
as you should.
Right. No, as everyone should be. But I will say on the flip end of that, I have personally never played with a gay person. And like openly. Like there's like a statistic or whatever that like there's normally at least one person who is on like every junior team.
Right.
But like, that's just because they're also human beings and they're athletes. But like, there's that stigma of athletes coming out too.
Yeah.
And in the hockey world, I don't think there's a single
openly
gay professional hockey player. At least at the NHL level.
Yeah.
Maybe nowadays someone's said it and they just don't make a Twitter post about it.
Right.
But no, I have not heard of personally any of my teammates fondling each other's balls. But to answer your question, absolutely, I'm attracted to my teammates. We're all boys. We're all hot, confident men.
Nice. Yeah, as you should be. That's nice.
But no, I am not sexually attracted to any of my teammates.
That's
I have seen my teammates kiss each other, and I have personally like kissed a teammate.
Yeah. And I got the sick shake. It's the be who you are for your pride.
So let's break down like the summary, okay? Because the scene really isn't like hockey necessarily related.
But it's just so
that's a pretty erotic scene for sure.
Yeah.
I don't go into too many clubs myself, but I feel like maintenance doors are locked.
Yeah. Typically, they're.
This was like writing. Oh, sorry.
No.
Okay. This was just like writing out. They had just had a shutout win.
Okay.
With 10 goals, he scored 10 goals.
So he scored 10 goals.
Okay.
The goalie, the Bear, did his job. He had that shutout. They felt they actively contributed.
Yeah, so like going out to a club after a win, 100% accurate.
Okay.
Meeting girls there, 100% accurate.
Okay.
I think this goes for any sport, especially at a professional level.
Yeah.
The trainers and they are not to play with, and they are not like even like I've been on one team with a female trainer, and like I was in the room when someone said something inappropriate, and she was like, "Fuck you!" Like never say that again. Like get out.
Really?
Like so like they know because they can lose their job.
Yeah. So like a team doctor would never swing.
No, I mean I'm sure like maybe like behind closed doors, like one-on-one with someone like maybe like years down the line they could get together. But yeah, like if she's directly working for the team, most of the time there's like a 0 chance.
Yeah, it's not the sitting naked in the penalty box.
Yeah.
Whoever scores.
But yeah, like I mean the summary like that, maybe if something like that happens, sure. But they would probably disclose that right away.
Yeah, I mean, well, because don't you? It's like.
And you're living with them.
They're a family, didn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4 of them.
But like right when you started that, I literally was just like, is this just a book of like Grey's Anatomy and hockey version? Like
basically.
Yeah.
Like that's literally how that started. Did you go to a club, meet some guy, wake up, and then oh wait, you work with them?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't even.
There's so much to unpack here. This is just.
It's a lot.
Because I mean, like there was nothing in there that's like out of pocket, right? I mean, besides a pierced dick. Why is that came up twice? I've never met a fellow man with that.
There's one part of the book. Now I just like I'm not comfortable reading. This was like that was one of the more timid ones.
Yeah.
It was.
Are there any like locker room interactions?
I'm assuming. There
yeah.
are.
No. Well,
That's a
not
very
locker room,
popular
but there's
trope.
like. There's ones where obviously he has a fucked up groin. The goalie and knew I was spent a lot of time with the doctor in the doctor's office. Like the team's outside,
and
like and they're in. All right.
Well,
That's the closest. I think. Oh, and then there was an incident, I believe, in the arena while they were playing, and obviously he's the he's one of the, what is it called?
scratches.
No, he's in charge of the
Equipment
he's the
manager?
equipment manager.
Oh, okay.
And so they're out playing, and while they're practicing, he's doing something else
Oh.
on the
With
bench.
the trainer.
Yeah, while they're there,
Oh.
and I believe they're aware of it.
Oh.
So
I mean, like, that's just like a crazy, like,
That's
what would you call that? Like a
perversion.
quaplet?
a couplet.
Quadruple. No.
It's just like, I guess in this instance, it would be like, say, you know, your buddies with the equipment manager, and you know, there's a girl that you like that maybe he likes as well,
Right.
and say you're out on the ice, you're practicing, you're doing your thing, and you see them
Right.
canoodling,
Yeah.
and but you know that something else is going on.
Right.
Like, what do you do in that situation?
I mean, like,
How realistic of a situation would that be?
All right. Well, pause. Okay. So, like, you know, this is not personal. This is from other people.
Right.
I've been involved, but not directly involved.
Outside looking
I
in.
I have definitely heard of multiple sorts of three happening.
Oh Jesus!
Like
Okay, so
that's
not
like
uncommon.
I mean, that's not uncommon in the real world in general.
Oh yeah, but
But to put it
within a team.
to a team perspective, for sure.
really.
Wow, this is news to me.
Write
I
that
mean,
down.
It's definitely not like on the regular, but like
Right,
that's
but-
like definitely a thing. Like
Wow.
like you know,
Wow.
the guys are close and you bond over like so much mutual things, and then this you know, just giant ball of estrogen comes into your life, and you're like, you guys are both like you guys are both like
right.
you know, and
Feeling it, right.
yeah,
Okay.
like I've definitely heard of that before.
Wow.
Noted.
Okay.
Duly
I mean, your
noted.
show is literally called Puck Bunnies. Like, what do you
That's-
think Puck Bunnies are? Like, they go help.
Yeah.
They might help one line at a time. You know.
One line at a time is.
Okay, that's
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 gonna
a
be our new
foul.
slogan.
That's
Helping the hockey world
helping the
one
hockey
line at a
world
time.
one line at a time. Yeah.
But yeah, so like not like super out of pocket, but the gay couple throws me off there.
Just the
It's a polyamorous.
polyamorous. You
Yeah,
have
this
4
like you know
people.
that whole
Yeah.
polyamorous thing is where it's just like,
when
you know, like,
I told you, when I read before I started reading the summary, did you think that was where that was gonna go?
no.
don't
I
think-
thought it was, no, like I thought you were gonna read me some like super steamy like in the club of just like one-on-one with a hockey player, and then like
Not
like
real.
all of those kind of things into like book form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, when you started going and continued to go, I was like, there's more.
Yeah.
This is-
It gets
yeah,
worse.
it-
It kept getting worse.
So that's
And it's a series.
Yeah. It's a series.
How
There are
many books are
multiple.
in the series?
Like,
does she just go to more and more teams?
She's
I
just
believe
making her way through all the teams. I'm
there's,
gonna secure
there's
at least
different
one line from
volumes
every
of the
team.
book.
Okay, that's no, that's insane.
Let me see.
That,
Hello?
But yeah, so
that was.
yeah, I don't even got much to say about that.
I
That's
don't
What's
know what
your-
you really can't say.
I feel like I've said my comments of like there's some aspects of that are possibly accurate,
Realistic.
like
but,
realistic, you know.
Exaggerated, obviously, to a point, but.
But yeah, no, I
Hey,
think
shout out to girl. She's.
right. I think
out there
with
doing
Oh,
her
there's
thing.
3. So there's Pucking Around, which is the one I just read you.
okay,
And then there's Pucking Ever After, Volume 1,
Jesus.
and then Pucking Ever After.
okay, I can definitely see how these are geared towards younger
Oh, my
girls.
Man.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, this is one of the like more
We.
Like
Yeah.
you're an experienced reader. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
That's.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I say that. Okay, he's clutching his pearls like.
Yeah, my anxiety is just
It's-
going through the roof.
yeah. So this is what we mean when it's like, you know, when you discovered that our show name was Puck Bunnies. We're like, this is just scratching the surface because there's people like this out here
Yeah.
that are actively writing this and consuming
No,
this.
I mean, no, those types of girls are great for team morale.
Glad to hear it.
You're doing your part, ladies.
Yeah, like, you know, like
Oh
that,
my
like the
God.
one crazy bitch, like, you know, if she wanted to really commit to the team, there's other ways. Okay, that's a
There's
that's a
other ways.
foul statement. I'm so sorry, but
Record.
but no, I mean that is a real thing. There are like actual women that like hockey players, similar to how they like football and soccer
Yeah.
players, and
100%.
usually they
Yeah.
like to explore their options.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great way to put it.
That is a great way
Okay.
to put
Oh my
it.
God.
Women in
Yeah.
STEM. We
Women in-
stand with women. This is
Okay.
a women-friendly.
I support women as well, especially in that context. I'm just kidding.
The Puck Bunnies are truly the backbone of our society.
Oh
Like,
my
yeah, like
God.
we could not win games without y'all. So,
That's
Jesus Christ.
so holla, we love you wherever you are, whatever team, city, state you're supporting. Organizations need women like you.
Okay, so then I almost want to end on that note. That's okay.
Okay, so I
What's
guess
your-
wrapping it up, what's overall thoughts?
What's your
Do you feel
message to the
enlightened
women of
today?
Book Talk? That one, read this, and two, make these.
Okay, my message to
Closing
women of Book Talk.
Watch on.
Yeah,
After
go to
everything.
a fucking game. Do a little bit more research on the
Right.
sport.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I support the love interests. I support the fiction, whatever you want to create.
The diversity of it. Y'all really
Yeah,
include
like get
everybody.
out there, create a story.
Yeah.
I literally just did my capstone project on storytelling and media. You know, I support storytelling in all forms, but
Forms.
one of my big points was that us as creators,
Uh-huh.
we have to understand our responsibility on top of our creativity.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So no jumping over glass. Make it realistic a little bit.
No 10 goals in one game.
Yeah, do your
Yeah, girl.
research.
Yeah.
And you know,
Can't believe I just read that out loud.
I supported it.
I
Like
supported-
I
we
supported you
have-
morally. Like that was hard.
You have to sample
Thanks.
business.
You took the grunt of the job, so
yeah,
I appreciate that.
You're anytime. So yeah, maybe just like some details aren't necessary.
yeah. Yeah.
Others
Leave it up
you
to
might want to
imagination.
give a little bit more detail.
Right.
Pick and choose wisely,
Yeah.
and yeah,
How do you feel?
uncomfortable,
Enlightened?
educated, enlightened, and very uncomfortable.
Welcome to the
Hey.
world of hockey book talk. That's
Sorry, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad
Had
that
to
you educated me enough to be like, if I see my girlfriend reading those books, I will burn them.
that's her right as a woman.
She
You
will be
know,
mad.
But like
Don't do that.
prior to this, I would have been like, oh, cool, you're reading a hockey book. That's awesome. You know,
No, you
like
didn't know the depth
right.
of it. Whenever you go into like any store and you see a hockey book now, run
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're all that.
Yeah, I'm flipping it around and making sure people read the summary before
Yeah.
they buy it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So are you gonna share this information with your teammates now that you have this?
probably not because that's terrifying.
That's
Yeah,
an,
it's a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
I
It's
imagine a
lot.
very difficult conversation.
How do you bring that up in casual conversation? Hey, people are reading
The
about.
laptop's been closed.
Yeah.
Any other closing thoughts for our viewers at home
No.
as our first inaugural guest on the Puck Bunnies podcast?
No, thanks for having me on, ladies. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for being here.
I'm glad I could
Oh my
entertain
gosh.
enough and have some you know, I just wanted to be the anchor behind this.
Yeah.
To make sure you guys aren't going off the rails on this whole hockey talk thing.
Yeah, obviously
so-
we keep it we're very
Right.
family friendly podcast. as
Right,
you
so
can
I'm
tell.
glad that I could
Yeah.
keep you in between the lines.
Right. And we appreciate
While
that.
other people are not.
Yeah.
Um,
Clearly.
yeah, no. Hopefully you guys enjoyed having me. It was great.
Yes, we
Thank you for
loved
being
having
on.
you. Thank you.
Hopefully you will join us again and we didn't scare you off. with
No,
it.
absolutely.
It was nice knowing the other perspective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
of course.
having expert opinions on this. So yeah.
No, you need another perspective. It's always needed.
Yeah.
The authors of these books probably do as well.
They do.
Yeah.
They need guidance. They need to pray.
I don't know
because-
who
Here
I
it
don't know who their publisher is, but they have never watched hockey either. So
Oh, no, and the people buying the books haven't either.
No.
Nobody consuming that content knows what an icing call is.
hey,
Hey.
but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So
Exactly.
That's
There's
true.
an
It sells.
industry.
it
does.
sells.
It's
We got to get into that market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need to get into
I
it.
don't need to know.
No.
Conflict of interest.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you, Tanner, for joining
Yes,
us.
thank you for being
course.
here.
And we will catch you guys next time on Puck Bunnies.
Go read a book.
Educate yourself today. Watch a hockey game. For the love of God. Google who Sidney Crosby is. Please.
Yes. Jack Hughes. Quinn
Yeah.
Hughes is not gonna. He's not the man you want. Trust me.
Quinn Hughes is a frightened little sad
He-
Canuck.
yeah,
He's not
yeah,
doing that.
yeah.